Greetings and welcome everyone, welcome back to Robocraft and to the T7 Wolfcopter, which I'm going to be taking out for at least one or two battles in this video. I strongly expect that I'll also be starting work on a new bot, but that does come down to a little bit how much fun I'm having with this. If I'm having a lot of fun and Reed also winning a lot of matches, then I may spend the entire video playing around with this or maybe tweaking it a little bit. But before we get to that, I want to address something that I didn't quite have the time to address in my previous video, though some may have noticed. Specifically, I'm talking about this right up here. You'll notice this rather impressive looking number, 401,438 Galaxy Cash. Now, I'm going to answer some questions, first and foremost because I know people will wonder, especially given my general opinion on putting money into the game for the sake of furthering your progress in a game. I didn't buy this money. This money was a gift. And in the interest of being transparent, and especially in cases where there could be a conflict of interest, though honestly at this point I fancy that everyone has already come to the conclusion that I am very fond of this game and pretty happy with the development team as is. But this was a gift from the Robocraft developers. Specifically, they asked me if everything was going okay, if there was anything I needed help with, etc, etc. We generally talk now and again, and one thing sprang to mind. Now, typically, again, almost all of you are no doubt going to be aware of my opinion on paying to progress in games. It's not a case of pay to win, it's simply a pay to progress faster, in my opinion, in many ways. But one thing that has been asked time and time and time again, honestly, if I had a penny for every time this was asked, I could probably have bought twice as much Galaxy Cash as that with those pennies. But when am I going to get to Megabots? When am I going to start working on Megabots? Am I going to do Megabots at all? Because loads of people who play the game and record the game for YouTube are already there. I actually have fairly limited time to play any one particular game, as you may have noticed. I play quite a lot of games because my taste in games is very varied, and I think having a lot of diversity in the games you play helps you appreciate all of the games a little bit more. You don't tend to get burnt out. But that is something that gets asked so frequently, so impossibly frequently. And so I mentioned, well, one thing that I do kind of worry about a little bit is that I'm fairly far behind with getting towards Megabot stuff because I don't tend to grind in the game. That is, I don't tend to play specifically for the purpose of reaching a higher progress level. And there's this sort of nebulous grey area, this kind of question mark over Megabots, specifically with the newest update, because originally Megabots and challenges were going to be going straight out the window. There was nothing, they weren't going to exist when the new update comes along, and I still don't know where they stand. I know the classic mode is still going to exist, but does that extend to Megabots? Does that extend to challenge bots? I really don't know. And so there's a little bit of concern that I just flat out might not get a chance to explore Megabots at all before they're gone. And this was the response, just flat up, oh, here you go. Spend as you will. The specific, although I'm paraphrasing a little bit, was yeah, you can use that for Megabots, or, you know, flags. Free Jam, they are enabling my crippling flag habit. We're on to you, Free Jam, you scallywags. But no, really, it was an incredibly generous gesture. And when they gave this to me, the first thing I asked was like, well, I'm happy to accept this. Thank you very, very much. This is incredibly generous. But I do want to be clear. Are you all right with me mentioning this to people? Because, well, the unspoken implication was if you're not, then I'd rather you take it back because I'm going to be fairly upfront with this. And the response was quite an overwhelming yes, please do let people know. We don't want any kind of implications of undapperness or underhandedness. This is, this is what it is, and we're not ashamed of doing it. So there we are. A massive shout out to the Robocraft devs for enabling me to do what I'm about to do, which is 206 Ubertech points. Can I select that? No? Do I just need to upgrade to Ubertech points? Oh, yes, I do. That's what I'm going to need to do. Okay. 804 there. Well, we'll start with the weapons and work our way up. So, I'm going to start converting by holding control to convert 10 at a time, these. It's going to cost a lot of Galaxy Cash. I'm not even sure if I'm going to have enough to be able to do all of this. And you're going to have to put up with the little beepity beeps whilst I'm quickly crunching these down to get to Mega Guns. So we want 804. Well, actually, we've got a little bit there, so we don't quite need that much. We'll go up to 800. There we go. Oh, actually, I think we'll probably need to use either all Uber Tech points or no Uber Tech points. So there we go. That cost 8,000 Galaxy Cash. There we are. That is now unlocked. There are the plasmas. We'll be going for those next. I will run out of different things to spend on. My lord, I kept complaining that I had too many tech points of all the different levels, and now that's kind of coming to bite me in the bum, isn't it? Be careful what you wish for. And there we go. That is the last component of the TX components that I particularly want to unlock. That is... I'm not going to unlock the armor with Galaxy Cash. I'll just use my T10 tech points for that. But there we go. That is the new Galaxy Cash balance, and we have access to Megabots. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that in this episode I'm going to be building a Megabot. I am very, very tempted. But I also mentioned that I really want to make a Tesla bot in this particular episode. But we'll have to see what I feel like doing once we've had a game or two with the T7 Wolfcopter. I have said in the last episode that I would be playing this guaranteed a few battles of this, so let's get on with that, shall we? Let's jump into a battle straight away. See how the queues are doing pretty well, actually, all things told. My goodness. Okay then, let's have a look at our teams. 4 SMGs on each team, 2 plasmas on each team, a rail on each team, and 3 medics on each team. Very nice. Okay. Right, well, good luck and have fun, everyone. Let's have a look. Quite a few walkers, actually. At least 3 that I can see. I suspect you're a flyer over yonder. You're definitely a cruiser. Oh, and another walker as well. Ours is the team of the walkers, it seems. And this 1459... What the dickens is that? Really? Am I at 1459? Or is that a speed on? No, it's... Oh, there we are. Oh, we're very, very high up to start with. Right, I get you now. This is above sea level. Right. Which way should we go? Oh, we'll head out this way. We'll move with the pack here. Try to stick around this rocky outcropping here, the ridge, just so until we can spy some enemies. And one up there, and one over there, and one over there. Now I don't really want to be there because that rail will ruin my day if I let it. Oh wow, he's going down already. I noticed that there are 2 plasmas on the top of this craft, so I can shoot up if I so choose. Is that going to hit? It did hit. Oh, fantastic. Let's go for a shot on you. Never mind. About there. Oh, I think it was just shy. You almost had you, I think. I doubt that's going to hit. Wasn't too far off, all things told, but it was far enough off that... Oh, wow, you're still alive? My goodness. How? Well, there should do it. Right, I need to be on the move because I've got a lot of enemy fire coming my way. Thank you very much for the heals. I'm just going to draw their fire away. Have we got an enemy down there? No, we do not. We've got an enemy over there, though. About... Oh, hello. Don't like you at all. That wasn't a bad shot, though. Managed to hit him. Got 2 medics just out here by themselves. Really? How bizarre. How utterly strange. Did they lose their the people they were escorting, perhaps? It's all I can imagine, because they're walkers. They're no good on their own. There we go. A little bit of a plink there. Say goodbye. Actually, we'll sweep in now and try and do some damage while he's down there. And bombing run, ho! There we go. Another medic down. Don't like you over there, and you're frying one of my allies. Let's try and take off all of your weapons if I can. Ooh, that's bad times. I'm going to chase you down if I can. Ooh, I don't think I've done enough damage. Take cover. Down, down, down. Fire. There we go. A little bit more damage. Ooh, I've taken way too much. Do we have a medic still? I do not believe we do. Okay, never mind. There we go. I've done a fair chunk of damage there, but I suspect death is on its way for me. Sorry, but I think you should stop shooting me. I really do. Oh, drat! My bullet went straight through him. That was a good conflict, I must say. I was actually impressed with it. But I was a little bit too bloodthirsty. I should have held back. Right, well, it's all down to you. I'm not going to abandon you, though. As the last living member of this team, you're our only hope. There we are. There's your enemy. No, no, you're not watching. Oh, you're taking damage. Come on, you've got rails. There we go. You are the natural enemy of that flyer. Well done there. Okay, reload. Did you actually shoot him, or did he just blow up in the sky? I'm not actually sure at all. Interesting. Oh dear. Where? That looked like it came from somewhere behind you, honestly. No. No, is it over there? I can't tell where that beam is coming from, but looks dangerous wherever it's coming from. Oh no, it is down there. Okay, fair enough. Nice work. You might actually win this. Because I'm fairly sure we did enough damage to the enemy that they're not going to be in a position to really take you on unless you present yourselves to them. Or yourself, rather. Oh, there we are. Oh, drat. He's got a weapon. Oh, no. You've spent your ammunition rather swiftly. Watch you don't get tipped over here. Oh, I never like going up here. It always feels like death when I'm up here. But the enemy's down there. If you can get the angle on him, like now, watch out, because... Oh, very well done. That's right. Oh, wow. What an awesome flip that was. That was fantastic, Uzim. Truly epic. Epic flips are best flips. There we go. Let's get rid of that weapon. Oh, no. He's taking off another one of your legs. This is bad times. You probably don't want to just be here. You want to be around the corner, over the edge of a cliff or something, where you can't easily shoot at your guns whilst you're reloading. Okay, you've got both of your guns back up. And there we go. Fantastic. And, oh, wow, okay. He's actually a lot healthier than I was expecting. But he's not quite as mobile. Are we up and ready to fire? Maybe. Watch out, he's got a lot of guns, but you only need 1 or 2 good shots. Fantastic work. You've taken off one of the guns, but that's a walker. He's easily going to be able to come back straight up here over the cliff. So you need to be on the move. Let him come to you. No? Okay. Go around to him. And fantastic work. That was honestly amazing. What a comeback there. I am humbled by your skill. Being a single rail against multiple opponents. There was a rail and 2 SMGs there. But you actually did really, really well. It's hard to fight back with that kind of firepower against SMGs. Especially when they're like on top of you. Which they were for most of the end of that fight. Right, let's jump into another battle. And then I think we will start looking at building a new bot. Let's have a look. We've got 2 SMGs on each side. We've got 3 plasmas on each side. We have 3 rails on each side. That's frightening to see as a flyer. And we've got 2 medics on each side. Not particularly confident about my survivability in this battle, but we'll see how it goes. And as always, good luck, have fun, everyone. Oh, I like that. Quite a lot of shielding there. Your weapons are going to be lost straight away, or at least the top ones. The bottom ones, maybe not. The front-mounted ones there, perhaps not. Ooh, I am very sorry, but at least you didn't flip up. Sorry about that. Right, okay. Where are our team going? 2 medics there, just hanging out. Poo bum jammy. Dear me. Right, well, let's go and try and take on this this rail bot over here. I actually do remember that I refused to say it last time. So there we are. Your moment of fame. Oh dear, that's coming my way. Oh, I can't believe that. Are they both the same types? Yeah, they are, actually. Both the same types of bots as I'm flying right now. Unmodified by the looks of it. They've got a very distinct silhouette. That's interesting. It's also kind of bad, because it means that from a distance, they're easily going to know exactly what tactical capabilities you are bringing to the battle. Let's get that down there. That is a bad miss. Okay, I've lost one rotor. It would probably be best if I went and just get that repaired before marching on. Swoop low. Hello. I think you need to go. And I need to not be here anymore. That is a dangerous, dangerous area. And let's get a bit of height. About there. There we go. His shields absorbed more or less all of that. Okay, you guys are being scallywags. Take that. And I'm probably going to die for that maneuver, but I'm hoping that it will have given the medics a little bit of a moment of panic. No, never mind. It didn't. They just carried on their job. Very heavily shielded medics, actually. It was nicely defended there. Frontline medicing going on. Well, we have been utterly destroyed. I should have sought repairs, but honestly, with their front line just pushing us back and back and back, pulling back for repairs probably wouldn't have helped that much, if I'm perfectly honest. Now, I'm not sure how easily it's going to be for you to actually read the text down there. It's actually really small, even on my screen. But and then YouTube obviously will render the footage over and over and so on and so forth. It'll actually probably end up being nigh illegible. Let's see. We've got you, pretty much. It's down to you. Got a tall order ahead of you, but I think you stand a chance. Wow, is that a school bus? Is that a school bus medic? Or a school bus plasma? I think it's a school bus plasma. It is a school bus rail. Okay. Wow. That is actually quite glorious. That was lovely. Well done indeed. And that was obviously my little friend there as well. Well played. I liked your school bus. Okay, well, I've played 2 games. My rather shallow opinion, because I haven't had enough time to really form a strong one, is that this is a bot made for style. It is not necessarily a bot made to actually perform well. And that should be obvious, given that it's at the very edge of Tier 8. So it's in Tier 7, but just about to cross the Tier 8 threshold. And it's made almost entirely from Tier 5 armor cubes. That is probably not that much different from many of my bots, but yeah, it's not because it's got over-tiered weapons or over-tiered shields. It's actually sacrificed almost everything to have this style. Lovely style though it may be. Not a very practical bot. So, the bot that I'm going to use to make my new bot shall be this one. I'm sorry about this. Truly I am. But you must go. Goodbye, bot. There we are. Okay. Now, I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I flat out don't have enough cubes to actually make a Megabot yet. I've got a lot of RP though. And I could I'm not going to be spending my Galaxy Cash on purchasing items. I used it as a sort of a once-off for unlocking the tech, but I'll be using my RP to purchase all of the components. I don't have the blocks, and I flat out don't have the means to buy the actual components because they're bloody expensive. Let's just go and have a quick look at this. We'd need 832,000 for each Mega Wheel. We'd probably want at least 4 of them. We would need nigh on just under 1 million for each Mega SMG. That is quite painful to look at. Oh, actually, we could go for the plasmas as well. The shields, much more affordable at only 500,000 each. The Mega Seat, flat out 1 million. So, we're not going to be doing that just yet. I am going to buy another speedometer, though, and another flag. Damn it. I want them. There we go. But we're going to start work on a Tesla bot. And I will very much likely, by the next episode that you see, will have started gathering the points together necessary for me to actually put together. Initially, it's probably going to be a absolutely horrifically bad Megabot, but it will be a Megabot. And I hope that that excites some people as much as it excites me. I am actually remarkably excited to play with that. If I don't sound excited right now, it's because I've got a cold. Well, not necessarily a cold, a throat infection or something. Something to do with my cough. And so I am not able to inject the same amount of enthusiasm into my voice. I should also have the mirror line on. That is always a good idea. Right, let's get a little bit of something like this, I think. And place this in there, like so. Okay, there we are. This way we can have this come up. And there we go. This shall be our cockpit. There we are. Right, let's pop that down. Pilot seat. You know what? This really should have been a Donnie Darko Halloween rabbit. That would have been so much more interesting. Right. Now, the idea with this bot is it's going to be entirely designed for Teslaing. That means I'm going to have to get up really close and personal with my enemy. So, I'm going to want multiple layers of defense here. I'm thinking, oops, something like this. I'll have, let's see. We are going to need just flat out an awful lot of tier 4 cubes. Buy 50 of them. I'm going to use them extensively. We'll buy a bunch of these and we should be good with that. Now I'm trying to decide whether I want a ski bot, because I'm going to want speed. So realistically what I'm going to be aiming for here is going for thrusters more than wheels, more than any other type of locomotion. I want this to be driven by thrusters, and skis will give me very low friction against the ground. So realistically, I think my choice has already been made with that one. I'm going to be going with a ski bot. We might even go in the sort of direction of the Mr. Plow and make it kind of a hybrid flyer, because there's certainly an enormous amount of attraction to the idea of just, you know, popping out of nowhere with a Tesla bot, being like, "Hello, surprise! I wish to take apart your bots mercilessly." Alright, there we go. We'll start off with 4 tier 8 thrusters for my forward momentum. And you know what? How about I get rid of these then and have this arranged like that. There we go. Yes, actually I quite like that. We'll draw that out. And we'll bring this to a head at the front that will spread out, I think, like this. So we'll have a bit of protection for the front, but this will also be where we mount our Teslas. Now the thing is, Teslas actually, from what I've seen of them, I tend to feel that they would do better if they are arranged vertically. So you've kind of got a weighting more of Teslas that you're just going to... Because if they're horizontal, it's very easy to just slide underneath them. Whereas vertically, it's much harder to avoid. That I've seen, anyway. We'll have one more. Then we'll start building out at the back. Yes. Okay, how much are those going to cost me? They actually don't cost that much. So you know what? Let's have 6 of these and another 2 of these. I'm really not sure if we're going to be able to afford these, but we're going to be aiming for the T8 mark, I think. There we go. Have 2 on the side like that. Okay, now I have to decide, do I want them all over the bot? Which I could do. to catch anyone who manages to slip underneath, or do I want them primarily only at the front? Which does have its benefits, but means that you're not going to get any lucky shots. And I think I'm going to rely on them a little bit. We could have one there, for example, just to sweep around as we're going nearby. We could even have them at the top and the bottom even, just for a little bit of extra wallop if we can get in close. But we're building all of this, or rather I'm building all of this so far, without any thought to how it's going to actually handle. And that is a mistake. Let's build this out. Actually create the cage at the front and the back. And we're going to need a lot of maneuvering thrusters on this. Now bear in mind that I've never built a Tesla bot. I've not really ever built a sled bot either. So the whole building for speed like this, kind of new to me. So, understand where I'm coming from with this, and that is, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm just making this up as I go along. So, if you're expecting any sound sage advice on how to build a Tesla bot, you're very much out of luck, I'm afraid. Very much out of luck. Now, how deep are the skis? Because from what I recall, they're not actually that deep. If I place one there, yeah, it wouldn't even remotely touch the ground. Perhaps I should just flat out go for a flyer then. I mean, I could. That is definitely an option. If I do that, though, I'm going to need to pull this forward, I fancy. Maybe all the way out there, even. But let's try it out. Let's go for a flyer. So, we're going to want... Let's go for the T8. We'll go with 4 of those, and where are the aerofoils? There we go. I've spent almost all of my RP, you understand, so, you know, this is pushing back Megabot time a little bit, but hopefully it'll be good. Right, we'll have the main wing there. We'll also then have... Where are the rudders? Some rudders at the front. Some rudders at the back. And then a rudder at the top. Like so. Now, as I mentioned in the update video, you need 5 to have full rotational stability. But you can have more if you want it. And I kind of do. So that's what we're going for right now. There we go. We'll have this one just nestled at the back there. Should I push this one back? I think I should. Like so. It looks like a brick. It is a brick. Okay, well, I've basically put everything at the front. You know what? Maybe I could get away with having that not there. Let's go with a little bit more thrust, though. We want another... 3, 4. Yeah, okay. We'll go with 4. We want this thing built for ridiculous amounts of speed. If I'm going to be just taking it along the ground, I want it built to be able to handle the kind of awesome speeds that we're going to be giving it. Right, there we are. Now, I can't have one at the top, which is unfortunate. Maybe I should just nestle them in there instead. Because this might be all I need in terms of forward. In fact, let's just take those away for now. Let's see how this handles. It's got no turning thrusters at all at the moment. So I'm not expecting too much. I just want to see how it does taking off. Straight up. Okay, that's fairly good. It's actually fairly nimble. You know what? Even without turning thrusters, this is fine. We want more speed, though. I want to be able to tell what my speed is as well. So I'm going to pop a speedometer on here and an altimeter. Alright, so this thing would be taken out by the first rail that even looked at it. It wouldn't even need to shoot. It would just need to look roughly in this thing's direction and it would pop. So, understand that I do know that. And I will be looking to increase its structural integrity pretty aggressively. But for now, I'm just trying to get a shape that will fit. And then we'll build up around that shape. The main thing is having all of my Tesla blades at the front. Hello there. Oops. Hello. Ah, I'm going to need to learn how to fly this in terms of trying to actually engage. No? Okay. Fair enough. Come back here, you. Seriously? No. Oh, I'm all over the place. I'm wibbledy-wobbledy. Yes, I definitely need to learn how to use a flyer in this way. Pretty much my entire training up to now, if you could call it training, my learning up to now has taught me to avoid colliding with things. But this is very much different. Let's just nudge you. Like so. And you're gone. I still actually got most of my Tesla blades. But realistically, I would have been shot so badly trying to get there, I would be dead. Let's just be honest with ourselves. I need some way to control when I land. I really do think that having skis would be a good idea on this. The ability to fly is nice, but the ability to glide along the ground is probably better. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that we need that ability to glide on the ground. So, with that said, you know what? Let me get rid of you too. Also put back the... there we are. And we could have another two at the back like that. Yeah, actually, I quite like that. Alright. Now, we do need somewhere for the skis to attach. I really do think that we need them. So, let's just go ahead and build a platform. Doesn't need to be anything swanky. Just needs to be something stable, really. And then we'll plonk down some skis. We'll have a steering ski at the front. Is that the right level? No, it's not, really. Wow. We could have... bring it down one more. Yeah, that'll do. This should be the right level at this point. There we go. So a steering ski that will allow us to hurl ourselves straight at our opponents. Now down here we want something, well actually we could have something a little bit different down here. We could build off this in much the same way. And I'm sure everyone who's built a Tesla bot is just looking at this like, oh, like this is painful to watch. Oh my lord, this is not going to work the way you think it's going to work. You are actually going to just die horribly. It's going to be a train wreck. But I'm learning, damn it. And I'm having fun learning, which is the more important point. And I literally spent 1 million RP on this bot. Wow. Easy comes, easy go, it seems. Right, okay, there we go. So we've got skis. So we can actually... that is hopelessly not good enough. Let's build this out a bit at the back here. Like so. Then down. Are we on even keel? I think we are, yes. Okay, so we'll get these regular skis just at the sides. Just so I've got a bit of control, but... oh my lord, that looks just comically bad. What would be nice is if we could hook these up in some way. Kind of make a triangular scaffold down here and hook it up in some way. At the same time, what I'm thinking is maybe driving these back. Just so about there. Then having some more Tesla blades on the sides. Something like this. Okay, I don't quite have enough, but for now we'll just do that, like that then. And then one at the top. That should give me a little bit of a better chance to actually make a connection with an opponent. I could have them there, but there's not too much point in having them pointing straight down when I've got the skis. I may get rid of the ski idea at some point. I'm really not certain about the skis overall. But for the time being, I'm going to leave them there just while I'm getting things set up. Now, I'm going to have some information systems. We'll have... altimeter... oh, no, okay. There. No, okay, I see how it goes. So it builds the other one first. There we are. And then a speedometer. So we'll turn the mirror line off. There we go. So we have all of the information at our fingertips that we actually need access to. And this is quite possibly the most atrocious Tesla bot in existence. But it's my Tesla bot, and I like it. I don't. I say that. I shouldn't say I don't. I hope it does well. Alright. Let's see how you do. Kind of want you to stick to the ground, which I can do by just holding down shift. Or you can take to the skies if you really want to. Come around, nice and sharp, and connect. There we are. Now, the main thing with this would be to hide from the enemy. So I'm going to need to put some radar jammers on this. The idea then would be to come in from behind the enemy and just take them by surprise. I am thinking of a specific map when I say come in around behind the enemy, particularly the cavern, basically. I've seen Tesla bots used to devastating effect in that cavern. And straight down, please. Okay, you turn much slower now. That is not so great. You're perhaps a little bit too fast for your own good. Can you take off? There we go. But I've seen Tesla bots do absolutely terrifying amounts of damage versus Megabots. I mean, they absolutely tear through Megabots like you wouldn't believe. Megabots just more than any other type of bot, and I suspect it's simply a matter of size. There's more that you can hit. You can get at it a little bit easier, and because of the way that the Tesla Blade's damage propagates to other tiles, there's really nothing the Megabot can do to get away from it. And I've got no weapons at the front. I will be entirely dependent on medics, and it'll be the first bot that I've ever made that is more or less a one-shot wonder if there are no medics on the team. So I'll have to choose my target very, very carefully in that particular scenario, because I'm only going to get one attack run. And if I spend my attack poorly, then, well, yes, bad things for the rest of my team. Okay, well, I'm happy with this, though perhaps those side Teslas, slight modification to those. But I do notice that the time is quite advanced in the hour, so I think I'm going to hold off on battling until the next episode. I know, that's a bit cheap, but it is actually a very, very long episode if I don't do that. So I'm going to just make that slight adjustment, and in the next episode, we're actually going to see how this does. In fact, straight away, I'm going to start recording it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will be joining me in the next, where we'll see whether my first attempt, which is literally just guesswork, yeah, I think this should go there and that should go there. There's no science behind this. I've just slapped bits on and hoped for the best. But we'll see if that approach has actually given birth to something that can do the job. But until then, and as always, do take care.